My name is Sarah Ioannides. I am the music director of Symphony Tacoma, and I'm really excited about our upcoming performance with Symphony Tacoma and Symphony Tacoma Voices, because we are doing the most incredible Italian dramatic work. This is Verdi's Requiem. It's a mass for the dead, but as you know, Verdi was an opera composer and probably one of the most significant opera composers of the 19th century. He lived long, healthy life and was not only a composer, but he was also a playwright. With Verdi's Requiem, we have incredible soloists. I'd love you to come out and see those because they are really spectacular soloists. We have Tess Altiveros, we have Laurel Submergin, Brendan Torrey, and Charles Robert Stevens on bass. So this great epic work is about 83 minutes long. It takes the Catholic Mass and really paints it like a great opera. Now, why did Verdi write this piece? Well, initially, having written so many operas, he, I think, was looking for an opportunity to diverge from his usual path. In 1873, Manzoni died. Manzoni was one of the most epic writers and nationalists of Italy, and like Verdi, his passion was to bring people together and unify. It was all about the unification of Italy, bringing together different perspectives, different states, probably different dialects. And so when he died, this was a great impact on Verdi. And Verdi wrote, he took his Liberame, but he then wrote the rest of this epic Requiem in his name, knowing how many of the Italian people would come together behind this incredible work to support a mass in the name of the famous writer Manzoni. So for Verdi, Manzoni's death was such a big impact on him. He really felt that he had to do something to celebrate what he thought was the most important writer of all times in Italy. He also said that the book that Manzoni wrote, I Promessi Sposi, was considered to be probably the greatest book of all time, and it contributed to the rise of Italian nationalistic feeling. Now, at this time in music, many other countries are developing their different styles. Italy had been known as one of the great epic opera centres. Germany was also developing this, with Wagner writing incredible operas. And so the operas of Wagner were maybe considered a little bit more newer and more advanced than what Verdi had been writing. Verdi had been writing numbers, more like numbers operas, and followed the great tradition of Bellini and Rossini into things like La Traviata and Il Trovatore. But later in life, Verdi started to string his works more and more together as seamlessly and became, I think, great parallels for Wagner, especially in his later operas. The Verdi Requiem is similar. The thought goes all the way through from beginning to end, a dramatic telling of a Catholic Mass. Well, Verdi was actually not considered very religious. In a way, for some people it's like, well, why would Verdi write a Catholic Mass when he was really not particularly religious? But I think there are certain points in all of our lives where we question and where we consider the epic relationship of humanity on ourselves. And when somebody significant to you passes away, just happened to me last year and it's happened to me in the past before, your perspective really changes. And so I think for Verdi, he had this opportunity to tell a story that was more important than the plays, more important than the sort of opera plots, but something more significant and more telling for nationalism and for the future of Italy about what had happened. And so I find this incredibly moving, very compelling, and of course it's told in a great operatic fashion with a huge choir. We've got Symphony Tacoma Voices, of course, as our master choir, and our wonderful orchestra with offstage trumpets, and it's going to be a very dramatic telling of Verdi's Requiem. I hope you'll join us on February the 24th. Please go to the website to find your tickets. You can get tickets online, or come and join us on the night if there are any tickets left, but I advise you get them ahead of time. See you there.